So, I was finally able to watch The Lodge this week after it came to Hulu. This film is directed by Severin Fiala and Veronica Franz and stars Riley Keough as Grace, a young woman with a troubled past who's stuck in a cabin on a frozen lake with her fiance's two kids. And because of some recent events, these two kids really don't like Grace. So, this movie's pretty fucked up. I've seen it described as hereditary light, and honestly, that should probably just go to show how fucked up of a movie Hereditary is. But with that being said, this film will upset and disturb you if you're sensitive to some of the topics that are being discussed here. The movie's been being compared to Hereditary ever since it was released, and it doesn't seem like anyone can discuss it without bringing the film up. Not even Jaden Martell, one of the stars of the movie.
Yourself.
Yeah, I like ones like this, like The Lodge and Hereditary, where it's just a slow.
These similarities are definitely the weakest part. I think the story is different enough that it doesn't hurt the film too much, but there's a lot of very, very similar imagery and a lot of similar themes as well going on here. But I don't think that's really plagiarism or anything. The Lodge had actually started production 4 months before Hereditary had its theatrical release, so it seems like this may have just been a bit of parallel thinking on screenwriters and directors' parts. This film is filled with interesting looking sets that are enhanced by the cinematography done by Thimios Bakatakis, a frequent collaborator of Yorgos Lanthimos. I think the film's biggest strength, though, even with its amazing cinematography and beautiful set design, is its actors. Riley Keough is great and is an incredibly sympathetic lead. But holy shit, does Leah McHugh steal the show in this. Leah McHugh plays Mia, the youngest child, and this is one of the most impressive child performances I've seen in quite some time. I hate to keep bringing up Ari Aster, but she has a scene towards the beginning of this that gives Toni Collette and Florence Pugh a run for their money, and she was only 10 years old at the time of filming. Jaden Martell gives probably the weakest performance of the three, but that isn't to say he's bad by any means, and I give him a little bit of a pass because he openly said he's a bit uncomfortable with improvising, which was what a lot of the film actually was, apparently.
I love it, improvising.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah, it's scary to me. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
I also wanted to discuss the location of filming. The directors actually insisted on filming in the middle of an actual frozen lake, which, of course, can come with some challenges.
The thing that's really creepy about the ice, though, is you can hear this, tone of it existing. Or, cracks. Sometimes you can hear cracks when you're on it, and I'm still not convinced that it's, a safe
And there
thing
were,
to do.
it was safe, but there was, puddles sometimes.
Yeah,
there was,
it would melt.
puddles that would...
I think sometimes it can be a bit cliche to praise films on things like this, but I can't help but have respect for a cast and crew that put themselves through something like this. I think it shows real commitment to their work and a real passion and a real want to make sure that it's as good as it can possibly be. This was a very impressive film, and I can't wait to check out Fiala and Franz's other film, Good Night Mommy. I'm going to give The Lodge a 9 out of 10.